Olá, I'm Soraya, and today I wanted to share with you this new project. So, how this project came about is, remember last video I showed you all these pages that I have from cleaning the brush, and when I have excess paint on pages, so I was putting all of this away, and I have the tiny ones from the notebooks. So I was putting this away and I have a lot. So I'm like, I need to use this. And then I had the idea of, remember when I showed you a couple of months ago, I think it's almost a year now, but anyway, this book. And this book is a kid's book for activities. And what I'm using this book for is to put the ends of the washi tape that I have. So when I have a roll that is finishing up, this one is from Christmas that I just did in November. But when I'm finishing, the tapes, I put here the washi tapes that I want to use up, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do afterwards. But see, the book usually it's like this. It has like a prompt. This is the Portuguese version, and then you are supposed to draw and do stuff. For example, this one you are supposed to draw Yoda, another Christmas washi that I have, more tapes. So this one, I think this page is already done. So this is all washi that I put this, and then this is a coloring page from another book. So I had this, so I thought to myself, why not start a new project? And for the backgrounds, I'm going to use all of these papers and backgrounds, and that's how this came out. This, like all my other books, when I start working, it's a chunky book. So this is only the beginning, and it's already like this. So I think it's going to come apart because it's glue bound. But see, the originally they are thin. Oops. So yeah, my books always end up like this. Okay, so let's start. So, before I forget, they have several books like this, which in English, I think it's like Galactic Notebook. This is the Spanish version. They have several of them. Let me just give you the ISB number. So this is old. This is from 2018. This one is from, 2016. So they are old books, but I think they are awesome, just to have different projects going on. So this is a glue book. I just put my name here. Okay, I think we are in frame, and let's start. So what I did through all the pages was to cover up. Remember, they have the directions of what you're supposed to do. So I just covered all of this, and then also the page numbers. So that was my goal, was to use all the pages that I had and cover this. So here it is. This is from 3 different places. And I was thinking what I was going to do, and I think I'm going to glue stuff that have nothing to do with Star Wars and create little stories. So for example, this is from a kid's book, tiny one. So I'm just going to say that this is she's remembering when she was a little girl and she had a teddy bear. So I'm still working on the stories, and I haven't glued this because I just wanted to have a record of how the backgrounds look like. But yeah, this is the page. Then this one is like this. I just used this, and I think I'm going to glue these stories. Here they are, because this is from children's book also. And I mean, even though it's not a Star Wars book, here he is, R2-D2, and the little girl, she's imagining and joining the resistance and fighting. And then you have another one, the pirate, also fighting. So I think this is going to be like a remembrance and for the kids. In this one, I used this paper and I covered here. I think it matches. And I think I'm going, again, it's the same kids book. And, you know, I think the story is going to be like in the lines of they are having, you know, tea, and then there he comes. And so still working on this, but I think that's going to be. Here is just this that I used to cover. And the page numbers. It's funny because some pages have page numbers, others don't. In this one, I used this, and then here I needed circles for I don't know which project. Then also using a paint and I needed these to make the shapes. So instead of throwing away, I'm just using it like this. And here the story is like she's waiting for the ship to arrive, and then she's going to have, you know, a friend coming over. So that's the story. I don't know if I'm going to put text on it or what, or if I'm going to add anything else, but yeah. In this one, I covered, this was something that I did, I think a year ago for Spacember to have space backgrounds. It's metallic paint, so I did cover the numbers. And yeah, I think I'm going to put these stories, which is flying. So he's imagining flying. And there's Wally, he's so cute. And then they are flying. So this page has something to do with flying. This one, I used 2 different papers. So this one, I just punched circles. Here it is. And then I punched these circles from this page, from the notebook. See, she's a small page, but I just used the page, I cut it. Here's one part, here's the other part, and then here inside it's here. So, you know, I'm just trying to use everything, and the shapes are weird, but you know, that's the point. I'm just experimenting, collaging. So this is from another notebook. The problem always with this is that, see, these pages are so small. So having a small page to cover this whole page, like 2 pages, is difficult, because my challenge was just to use what I had. I didn't want to do more painted papers, so I was just using what I had. So this one, I think I just went overboard. Once again, I used this paper that I needed, the black. So if you see the last page that I did of Mickey Mouse in my art journal, that's why I needed these black circles. So then I kept the paper, and then here it was once again from, you know, this page that I just used this little bit, and here, and then more. This is the scrapped from here, because this was too big. So, you know, it was just trying to fit every little piece, and then I just used here also. And now I like it as it is, so I don't know if I'm going to glue anything else. That's my problem with backgrounds, is that I work with them. I know that I'm supposed to put something on top, but I just like it like this. So we'll see. Here, maybe washi or something that I'm going to put, but I did cover this. Oops. Here we have Java. So this was excess paint, and then another page. So this was the full page. It didn't cover all of this, but I think this is enough. And I'm just going to put the little girl, so happy. She's not afraid of him. You know, it's like, I'm here. They are old friends. So yeah, I need to work on this story too. This one, it was an experiment as always. So, you know, a piece of paper that I just cut. I was just trying to see how this would work, and then this is another piece of paper. I found these 2 National Geographic images, and I thought it would be cool because, you know, it's like she's learning a news that comes from the radio. So they are receiving something, and yes, she's like, oh my god, what's happening, what's going on? So another page that I'm working on. This one. So I used this page, and I used this page. you are seeing that the circles are not even full circles, just because I didn't have enough paper to cut the full circles. So I just cut what I have, and I think it works. And then I thought this was also a cool image from the kids book, because, you know, he's flying, so it can be a dream. For example, this can be Han Solo when he was little. It can't, because if you know in the story, he grew up in a place not as happy as this, but it can be another character, something that I need to work on the story. But yeah, so Millennium Falcon arriving. This one, so excess paint from something that I was working on. Oh, and I remember this is from the Star Wars page, the Darth Vader and Alice page, that I have all of that paint. So this was the excess paint that I just put on this page. This is swatching the new Gansai Tami watercolor. So this is the swatch, and then this was just the swatch from Brusho, the white Brusho. So that's it. I think I'm going to put this one. So I still need to cut around, but the colors match, so he can be thinking of a strategy for the resistance. He can be, you know, another member of the resistance, so we'll see. In this one, it's like this, so I did cover this. And I think I'm going to put the story. So this is from the same black and white images from National Geographic. So she's, you know, listening to something, and they are listening to the latest victories of the resistance. So yeah, I think it's going to fit here. Here I did cover this with the swatch that I was doing for Brusho. And hang on, I'm just going to drink a little bit of water. And so yeah, these were two different pages, because you see the colors is different. It's the blue and the black, but I just punched everything, and I thought it was going to be something, you know, interesting to put in this page. So yep. Then we have this one. Oops. We have this one. This is also the swatching of the latest Gansai Tambi watercolor colors that I love. So this is another one. So I was putting just a lot of water, because I wanted to see if they really had the two colors, and it matches very well with this image. This is from another page. Again, the watercolors swatching. So this was the green color. Here, it was only here. So see, I still need to come and see what pages I can put here. Here, there's the other page. So I just glue this also here. Here we have this page, we have this page, and then I have this one that I cut the circles, and that's the circles that you see here, because I thought they looked like these jewels. So that's how it is, this one. Here, there was a lot of text here. So all of these circles and the black paint, it's when I was doing Ivy. I did use a lot of black wash at the beginning of the book. You're going to see a lot of pages just in black. So I had so much paint left that I did all of these pages, that now I used everything. So this is the swatch of the watercolors. And here's excess paint from my Christmas pages. In this one, this was excess paint that I had from two different pages, because you can see silver and the blue. So I didn't have enough to cover all of this. These are two different pages. So I just cut rectangles, because I wanted to see how it would look like. And because, you know, here they are also like lines I wanted to see how they looked. And I think here I'm going to put this Leonardo da Vinci. So, you know, he's thinking, and then he's thinking of flying equipments that you can use. So I thought I was going to put him, you know, thinking of ways to help the resistance. So that's what I'm thinking of putting this page here. Once again, it's 2 different pages. I didn't have enough, and I started cutting, you know, the triangles. So here it's the rectangles, here are the triangles. So just, you know, experimenting with different shapes. And I need to find something to put here. This one, yeah, it's a lot of things. So I just have 1 page and 1 page, so I just cut it like this. And then I have this piece of paper that I cut the circles. So once again, I didn't have the full circle, so I just put half. And then this is from another page, and this is from another page, and this is from another page. This is the swatch from the paints, the spray paints that dried out on me. So that's the swatch. So here I like how it is right now, so I don't know what I'm going to glue. Maybe something small, but that's it. Here, once again, a page that I have too much excess paint. This is from my Christmas pages. So I just put it little bits because I didn't have enough to cover all of this. This one, it's only this. Here, it's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And then you are seeing these fishes. So these are Inca fishes from my Inca book. And I did color them and I cut them. I use metallic and I think it's acrylic, but I didn't use it on Ivy, so they were already ready. So these little creatures, they love to eat fish, but usually it's small ones. So here they are going to be finding big ones. So, you know, they're like, oh my God, what's happening? And then she's ready to fight them. That's why she, you know, used the lightsaber and the fish is cut. So you have the other part, it's here. So that's the story I'm going on. So this was actually the first page that I did. And then I thought about, you know, doing other stories that have nothing to do with Star Wars, but then at the end they have. This one, I just glued this. So here we are supposed to draw something, but I'll figure this out. Then here I have this that I did for Ivy also. So it was exactly like this. I just glued. It didn't really cover this arrow, but I think it's okay for now. Here I cut this. I glued this one, and then this and this. And I think this warrior from National Geographic magazine, he fits here because, you know, the color. And, you know, they can be best pals from another different planets. So I think I'm going to use him here. This one. So I just have this tiny page from a notebook, this one, and then this is part of another one. So it's 3 different pages that I try to match. And here is the other part of the page, and here is the other part of that page that I'm using with that I did for the backgrounds in space. So I'm trying to see if all the colors matches. You know, this one matches this one. the orange with this one. So we'll see what I'm going to put here or here. So I'm fine now going forwards to put, you know, like washi or stickers, or I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, fine with this. This one, oh yeah, this paper is from here, see, because this piece of paper was really big. So here I just cut the corners like this because I wanted to continue with these shapes. So here he is, and I'm just going hopefully to put, you know, this little girl. So maybe it's like she's not afraid of him, and I'm thinking of this story, but I think she's so cute. This is from Supermarket Flyer. So this one, it has a lot of things, which I'm not sure. I was trying to go with the colors, you know, like this, going with this. These are the swatches from my spray inks. So this is acrylic, this is from Excess of Paint, and then this is from Ivy. So I just tried to match. It was all circles because of this, but I'm not convinced with this, so we'll see the future. Here I just glue this for now. Something needs to come here at least. In here I have these two pieces of paper, so this little bit I use it here. So now everything is covered up, and then I can think of what I'm going to put here. This one has a lot, so it has this page, this page, this page, and this page. And what I had left from here, it's here, see? So yeah, this was done with my finger, with brush, with sponge. This is with ink, so it's all over the place. Here, oh my god, yeah. So this is one page, this is another page, this is another page. And then these are two different pages. Here I was doing this, here I was doing this. So yeah, it's all over. I was just having fun, basically. That's all, having fun. So gluing this, all of this is glue. Then I had little pieces left. So yeah, and here, so all of this is glued. This one, I used this paper, and I'm thinking of using the eye. So this is an eye from National Geographic. So I think I'm going to use the eye here because it's something that's coming from this box and it can be dangerous. And here it's, you know, things that you can see, and it's the continuation of the eye. So I think I'm going to glue it here. So I think these pages are going to have continuation. Here, once again, it was the end. Okay, I didn't have, I mean, I have those papers left that I showed you, but the colors don't really match what I had. So this is all I had to use. So it's just tiny things that I had left from the pages, and that's what I glued. Everything that I had left. I like this one because it looks like two eyes and a mouth. So I like this one. The other ones, yeah. Let's see what's going to happen. I was thinking of putting this, which is again Leonardo da Vinci, something like this, and this is, you know, the things that he created. So maybe it's going to fit here in this page. We'll see, because it's a lot of grass, and you know, you have the sky. So this is when he was observing nature and, you know, coming up with all the inventions. So we'll see. Here, this one, I had two different pages, this one, and then I just cut it and I have these shapes. So I'm thinking of putting this one here. This is from a cover of a magazine newspaper, so we'll see. This one, so this is a page, this is another page from the notebook. So it has the circles. I cut the circles, so these circles are here, these 4 circles, and then here are from another page. So this was Excess Paint, and it's like this right now. We are reaching the end. It's almost 100 pages. It doesn't look like it, but it's a lot. So once again, trying new things. So I have this from one page, I have this from another page, and I have this from another page, and this. So it's a lot of different things going on. Oh, and this is one page, and this is another page. I thought it was like interesting, the shape of a flower here on the ground. And then here we'll see. So here I was thinking maybe these are old pictures from my city. You can see here Porto, 1906, so a long time ago. So these are old magazines. So I was thinking maybe having them living in this place. I mean, thinking about it. And that's it. So this is my glue book. They are saying use the power of your creativity to complete this notebook with galactic activities. So I think I'm following their directions. And so this is what I have until now, and let's see what the future is going to bring. So this is for the hashtag may the coloring be with you 2026. So this is one of the projects that you can do. I'll see you soon. Bye.